last night when I went down to close the chickens up for the evening, I took my phone with me. I take my phone with me at the moment, and I hadn't got pockets, so I shoved it inside my bra and was busy down there and had bent down to get eggs from it where they lay the eggs, and I must have pushed a button, pressed against a button. I ended up calling Claire. Um, I couldn't work out why and whether I was ringing her or she was ringing me, and I tried to answer and I couldn't answer. So I started to write a message saying I made a mistake. I pushed a button, and then she rang me, and then I spoke to her, and I explained that I'd got my phone in my soutien gorge. How I remembered it was called that, I don't know, because it's not a word you use every day. And she laughed. She said, "Oh, that's okay. Next to your heart." I went, "No, it's the other side." Um. So anyway, in I stood. I was surrounded by squawking chickens, having a conversation in French with Cleo, and sorted out that we would go over there for coffee this morning, and um, came back up and whatever, and said to Mark. But actually, he didn't feel up for. He had a horrible night, and he didn't really want to go out this morning. So I contacted her and said he's not ready to come out, and do you want to come for a goûter this afternoon? And so they've just been here, and we've had a lovely hour and a half with them. It's just they're just such good fun. We really are attuned. It's lovely, and just chatting about everything. A bit sad, a bit sort of poignant because her mum died about 10 days ago now. So, she's still obviously dealing with that. So it was really lovely to see her because I haven't seen her since her mum died. So it was lovely to see her and to be able to provide some comfort. And um, but Etienne was talking about they were, I don't know, something was going on. They were talking about how we carry trauma, and he was talking about his early life, and then talking about how um, about a couple of years ago now, how he died. He needed resuscitating, um, and he remembers the whole thing that people talk about. Not the bright light, but he remembers being at the top of a stairway and somebody holding a door handle and getting ready to open the door. And I've heard that. That's the third time I've heard that, and every time I cry. And Cleo says to me, "It's okay, don't worry, it's a Cinnabograph. And it's like, I know that, but the reality, it's not the fantasy I'm crying at. It's not the story. It just makes me cry to think how close he came to be dead. It's, yeah, I just can't stop myself. It just makes me cry. So, what about Mark? He's walking without crutches now. He didn't sleep well. I don't think it was because he was in pain. I don't know why he didn't sleep well. So, as a consequence of not sleeping well, he's less comfortable today, and he had quite a long sleep in his chair this morning, which is good. So, me having cancelled this morning meant that he could sleep and not have to be awake to go out for 11 o'clock. So, he's walking without his crutches. We've just done a bit of physio, which which is really hurting my neck. Not good for my neck at all, having to do this, but it's got to be done. So we've just done that, and just gonna relax now and do nothing. It's very wet. It's been a very wet day. Not as wet as we had earlier on in the week, but just wet, um, and overcast. But it's quite mild. It was cold this morning, so, and because he was tired and not feeling so good, I lit the fire, and I lit a controlled fire so that it wasn't pumping out loads of heat, but it was still really warm. I had to open the door by the fire about an hour ago just to bring some cold air in because it was just too hot. So that's it really. I should go and do the chickens in about an hour. Gave Cleo eggs. There was something that when she each year she has a porte ouvert, and there's stuff on display for sale, and over the years we've always tried to support her by buying something. I don't feel quite the pressure to do that now because we support her by going to her art class once a week, and things have changed for them, so they're not, it's not quite so necessary. But a few years back there was something that I wanted, that I liked, and I went, oh, I'd like that. And she said, well, it's not for sale, but I want it. It's not for sale, but I want it. And she sold it me, and I can't explain it, and it's gone now. I can't show it you, but it's it was something, sort of a rectangle and lots of little compartments in it, and lots of little things in all the compartments, painted very similar to the colour that this wall is. I think I was attracted to the colour as well. And it's been sitting up in the end bedroom for quite a while, and I thought to myself when I was sitting on my bike the other day that actually it may be that it has things of significance in it, for her, that at this moment when she's just lost her mum, it might be important for her to have that back, and all I've got is it sitting in a bedroom being ignored. So I decided I was going to give it her back, and I'd got other stuff to give her. I'd got a couple of inserts from cutlery drawers that weren't really working in the drawers they were in, so we took them out. They're big IKEA wooden cutlery organisers, but they never worked with our cutlery, and they've been sitting out just going, getting damp in the utility room. And I'd got the paint samples that I used for up in our bedroom, and so I was talking to her and giving her back the piece that I'd bought from her several years ago. She didn't really understand why I was giving it back, and it didn't seem that it was that significant, but I wanted her to have it back. Gave her that back, and then went and fetched the cutlery. So she accepted it graciously and whatever. And I bought the cutlery organisers out, and they're in a lovely wood. They're in like bamboo, I think. And she went, oh wow, she loved them, and it's just so funny. You could give Claire bits of cardboard and she gets excited about it because she's so creative. She makes stuff, so she'll use those organisers to make something. And then I gave her the 3 paint pot samples. Oh, I love those. So she got excited about the stuff that was free and probably going to go to the déchetterie. More excited than having back the piece of art that I'd insisted on her selling me several years ago. Also gave them some eggs. Nice to give them eggs. And I think that was it. So yeah. And now I'm tired. So I think I might collapse on the sofa for a bit. I did a bit of shopping this afternoon. And I think I'll do that. Anyway, that's that for now. Don't think there's anything else to say. And thanks for watching. See you next time.